The greatest thing I ever learned was to date myself. Dating myself really taught me a lot about myself that I did not know, that I actually learned to love. I think sometimes when we get so caught up in marriage and engagements and relationship with boyfriends, we tend to put so much focus on how we can make them happy and we don't really focus on ourselves. And I think that one thing I've really focused on this go round in my new life is just I'm so happy with being single and being happy. Even when I get into a relationship down the line, I'm going to still take the time to replenish myself with love, right? In order for you to love someone, you have to really love yourself. And it's so imperative that we have an identity outside of our relationship. It's important that we have the importance of knowing that who we are is important with or without a man. There's so many women that get into relationships and their whole identity becomes I'm his wife, I'm his girlfriend, I'm his fiance. And that's perfectly fine because my man, my man, my man. But at some point, for your mental stability, I think it's always good to have that balance of independency where you're just like, you know what, I'm doing it for me. Here's some examples for me. If I'm in a relationship with a guy and we're dating, I'm fine with that. But I'm gonna go to the spa. I'm gonna get my nails done. I'm gonna get my hair done. I am gonna treat myself to a trip. I'm gonna do something that capitalizes off of me to be like, you know what, you deserve this. When you start to really do a lot for yourself, you'll realize that like a guy will pay attention and be like, you know what, oh wow, okay, she bought herself flowers. She does all these things for herself. So now I know I need to step up. I'm not saying do all these things to make a man understand that you deserve more, but do it because you know that you deserve more. As a woman, you gotta take care of yourself. Unfortunately, we cannot depend on anybody to make us happy but ourselves. So my number one focus is always making sure that I am going to be the most happiest I am with or without a man. Happiness is not going to be dictated by a man. Happiness is not going to be dictated by a job. Happiness is not going to be dictated by anything but who you are. You would never be able to find the love of your life if you're not going to be 100% happy with who you are or if you don't love yourself. Me learning how to love myself through all my flaws and all my imperfections has really navigated me towards being a beautiful woman. And it's crazy because the person that I'm becoming right now, none of my exes would even have access to. Because the person that they once knew, she did not love herself. She did not know who she was. She knew what she wanted to be. But the woman I am today, it definitely is a whole new person. And I'm only giving access to people who deserve to have access in my life. So this is a message for every woman out there. Doesn't matter, like I said, if you're single, married, or divorced, take time for yourself and love yourself.